Of all the things from last night's announcement from Donald Trump that he's running for president, one of the oddest ones to me was that his two oldest children, both of whom have been such staunch supporters of their dad, Ivanka and Don Jr., were no-shows at the Mar-a-Lago announcement. It seems like a big deal. Why wouldn't they just show up to support him? Donald Trump's political brand has been a family package. You don't just get him, but the entire Trump family. Don Jr.'s situation was almost the oddest. Remember, he's dubbed himself the general of the meme wars and has always been more than happy to go on television and do anything to own the libs and support his dad.
I understand that he's controversial. I understand that he's offended a lot of people, but I also understand he took on the establishment, and that's the premier sin in American politics these days, to do that. When he's under constant attack by the same people, when he's under attack by the establishment, when he's under attack by this, the reality is this: he's a counterpuncher. And as a conservative, I would hope that you would appreciate that conservatives haven't been known for fighting back for a very long time.
Now, we've apparently learned that he was out west on a hunting trip and says he couldn't get a flight back because of the weather. But over the weekend, he was at that same Mar-a-Lago for his younger sister Tiffany Trump's wedding. And this special announcement had already been publicized for Tuesday night. So he knew that the announcement was coming. He's that desperate to go for just a quick little hunting trip that he missed his father announcing a run for president? It's a little tough to believe. Ivanka, who served as a senior advisor to her father in the White House, was more straightforward. She put out a statement saying, quote, "I love my father very much. This time around, I'm choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we're creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics. While I will always love and support my father going forward, I will do so outside the political arena. I'm grateful to have had the honor of serving the American people and will always be proud of many of our administration's accomplishments." Okay, but still, that means you don't even show up at your dad's big announcement? Some other Trump family members were there. Donald Trump's third child, Eric, and his wife, Lara, were there and got a shout-out from his dad, almost seeming like an effort to highlight his attendance.
I happen to have some children in the front row. They understand. In fact, my one boy, stand up, Eric. I think he got more subpoenas than any man in the history of our country. And I appreciate the job you do and the abuse that you've taken. I really do.
Fair or unfair, Eric has often been ridiculed, for example, on SNL as the sort of inarticulate child. I mean, Don Jr. and Ivanka, sort of the two headliners. Ivanka's husband, Jared Kushner, who also served as a senior advisor, and Don Jr.'s fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle, were also in attendance. So was the former First Lady, Melania, who also got a shout-out. But Trump has made it clear during crucial moments in his political life that he wants the ball in Ivanka and Don Jr.'s hands. And that's why this has made serious headlines and has so many, including me, wondering why. With me still is Michael Cohen, formerly served as the vice president of the Trump Organization, former longtime personal attorney for former President Trump. Michael, what do you make of it?
Yeah, so I think you were being very kind to Eric. He is by far the dumbest of the three, without exception. So the fact that he had the dumbest of the three should say a lot. As it relates to Lara Trump, Lara's no different than Eric. So good for Donald for having them and pointing that out. Interestingly enough, and I have a different take regarding Ivanka, and then we'll get to Don Jr. after. But Ivanka and Jared, nobody really, at least people who know them like myself, expected that they were going to join the campaign again or the administration if, in fact, somehow he pulls it off again. And there's reasons why. First of all, Jared and Ivanka got out of the former administration everything that they wanted. Jared got his father the pardon. They made hundreds of millions of dollars for themselves while they were working in the administration. And more importantly, Jared knocks down about $2.5 billion from the Saudis.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.